Alright, what's up guys? Today we are going to be doing part 1, which is going to be like the basic character movement of a platformer game. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you're in Scratch, if you're signed in, you just want to go to the Scratch folder and you want to do create new project. If you're not signed into Scratch, I'm just going to go to create and then you're going to click that. So since I'm signed in, I'm going to do new project. So it should bring me to a new project. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete the Scratch sprite, and I'm going to paint another sprite, and this sprite is just going to be a block. You guys can make this sprite look as nice as you want, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to make a block. So if you hold down Shift while you draw this square, it'll actually make a perfect square. So that's pretty cool. And I'm just going to center it. I'm going to grab my paintbrush tool. I'm going to do like a little bit of a lighter gray. I'm just going to fill it. Alright, so this sprite is going to be called Player. Okay. Alright, and now we're going to make another sprite, no drawing in it, and we're just going to call this Control. So a few reasons why I like having a control fight. First, I can set all my variables in it, so I don't have to do it in the actual sprites. That saves some spotting code for there. And then, so I can add extra messages, like, so let's say I ever wanted to restart the game at the end. I'll make a green flag message, so that at the end of the game, when it's restarted, it could just broadcast the green flag, and I don't have to say, oh, do the red flag, and then do the green flag again to restart the game. It's just more user-friendly that way. And also, if you want to make like a menu button, I can make a play game message in there, so that can move that to the play game button, and yeah. So we're gonna do green flag. Flag. And we're gonna do play game. Alright. So now we're gonna go to my player sprite and we're gonna do, when I receive green flag, we are gonna hide. When I receive play game, we are gonna show, and we are gonna forever gonna do move. Can add an input, we're gonna call it speed. We're actually gonna call it steps. I'm gonna call it height. We're gonna call it friction, and we're gonna say gravity. Alright, so we can click OK. Just right here. Now we're gonna drag one of these blocks in here, and we're gonna make our steps 2.5. We're gonna make our height, let's try 12. We're gonna make our friction 0.7. We're gonna make our gravity -1. Alright, cool. So now we're gonna grab a couple blocks. We're gonna do an if block. We're gonna do or, and we're gonna make two variables. Sorry, before this, we are gonna make an xvel variable for the sprite only. Click OK, and a yvel for the sprite only. Click OK. Alright, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag some code in. Sorry, I keep doing that, if you can see it. We're gonna do if key right arrow or key D is pressed. We are gonna change xvel by steps, and then we're gonna duplicate this. Ooh, not in there. We're gonna do it right under. We're gonna do left arrow or key A, and we're gonna change xvel by steps times -1. If you think about it, steps times 1 would equal steps. But steps times -1 would equal negative steps. So that's like right and left movement. And then we are going to set our xvel to xvel. Times friction. And then we are going to do change x by xvel. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set xvel to 0 at the start of the game, set yvel to 0 at the start of the game, and I'm going to go to 0, 0 at the start of the game. We can always change where we started the game later. Alright, so now, if we full screen this game, should have nice movement. Alright, cool. Okay, so now we are literally just gonna do some Y. Alright, so this should be pretty easy. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a backdrop. I think a fairly nice gray would look nice. Okay, and I'm gonna add a sprite. I'm gonna call it level. Okay, and for now, you can get more fancy with this, but for this video, I'm just gonna make a little bottom thing. Alright, cool. So, the code that we're gonna write for the jump is, or just the Y, is we are gonna do a couple if else's. I think this many. So we're gonna do if touching level. Oh, not the key pressed. Touching level. Alright. We're gonna do if. We're gonna do if. Oh, my bad. We're gonna do if. And if touching level. Oh. I'm sorry, guys. If touching level and this is always like the worst part, just having to do this. Just like making the blocks bigger. We're gonna do up arrow or key W. Come on, scroll wheel, cooperate with me. We're gonna do set yvel to height. Okay. Gonna do else set yvel to 0. And in this last else, we're gonna do change yvel by -1. Oh, change yvel by gravity, sorry. And then at the very bottom of this box, we're gonna do change y by yvel. So, should have a jump and everything working. The one thing I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to try moving this to the top. Yes, this will make it a little better on the top. So, as you can see, we can fix these bugs later, like how it kind of goes in. We can definitely fix that glitch later in the next video when we actually do the platform deduction. But, yeah, as you can see, it is working pretty good right here. So, if you guys liked this platformer video, I will definitely continue it and make a better script for this. More like platform, like, you know, like, I'll run into a wall and it'll stop there and stuff like that. So, I can add that in the next video if you guys like it. That's all. I'm Nate, and I'm out.